Time to get the job done. Turn right. Keep right, and then turn right. Turn right. Get ready to turn left. Turn left. Get ready to turn right. Turn right. This is where it ends.
Hey up, Michael. Hey up, Robbie. How you doing? Excuse me. Hope you're both well. So I thought I'd have a go on the latest version to see if it's fit for purpose. What do I mean by that? Well, basically zero mods, nothing, zilch, nada, and we're in full career mode. So it's what it is. If the engines are sewing machines, then so be it. Not a single mod, and I want to see how it runs. At the minute, we're just an agency driver. We just literally created the profile and we've linked it to our World of Trucks account. And I'm literally just doing job after job, saving up, of course, as we need to save up to buy our own truck. Why we need to do that? I don't know. We could stay an agency driver forever. Don't even know where the hell I am. Where the hell is out? Okay, over there. So I thought, well, if the game runs flawlessly without mods on my super budget old AM4 platform, then SCS does have an argument for saying, well, you know, don't blame our game for running crap, Ebeez, because it's the fact you've got a load of mods installed that we neither approve or recommend. Obviously, if the game runs like an absolute dog with zero mods, then it can't be the mods, can it? Just saying. But we'll find out. And of course, being an agency driver, we get to drive all over the US. I have today added the Iowa map expansion. Yes, I know I said I wasn't going to add any more. So as of the date of this live stream, we've got a full SCS map with all SCS map DLCs installed, as you can see. So this is what the current SCS map looks like, and we've added Iowa, Des Moines and everything else. I have no idea what the next map DLC is, but nevertheless, we've got forever to fill the map in. Will it become old? I don't know. I've no idea until I try it. I've never really fully tried it and give it a good crack of the whip. I've dabbled with this before and not lasted 5 minutes because I couldn't stand the engine sounds. Now, you got to bear in mind, I've tried this when I'm not streaming, and it runs really well actually. When I'm streaming, well, there might be some micro stutters and micro freezes and lockups, and yes, it's
and then turn right.
Only in 720p, it's not in 1080p.
Turn right.
But I thought, well, we'll give it a fair crack of the whip with the latest version on 1.55 and see how we get on. Just bear with me a second. Now, I know I was going to do a Morrowind stream tonight, but I have rescheduled that. Hey up, Logan, how you doing? So, I mean, obviously I don't know what it's going to end up looking like on your stream screens until YouTube has processed it. All I can tell you is on my screen it's pretty darn good. And even better when I'm not streaming. So this is going to be a progress series, I'm guessing. Do you want me to go right here?
Keep right.
You do, don't you, little ducky? So this will be a progress series, so I'll hammer the profile and do regular live streams on the progress that I'm making across the map. All features are activated in the game, with the exception of lane assist and all that malarkey, because we're paid to drive, not the bloody truck. So we'll see how we get on. I've had to knock it down to 200% zoom, because 300% zoom is just a tad too much for it to stream. It's fine to run it, but to stream it is just a step too far, really, even at 720p.
Keep left.
So when it's done and it's thoroughly processed, I'll watch it back and see what it looks like and sounds like, and see if it's okay. As I say, there's not a single mod installed. It's all pure SCS content, just a vanilla game. Nothing added, nothing taken away. And we'll see how we get on. I did release a video earlier, which of course does have mods. Do I expect too much? Maybe I do, you know. Maybe I'm a bit harsh on SCS sometimes. But knowing how well the game runs at 136 or 137, if you like the Fmod sound system, the requirements have definitely, I'm pulling buddy, the requirements have definitely gone through the roof, because if you go back to 136 it runs like a dream on the AM4 platform. Fast forward to 2025 and release 1.55, and this is the result. Now I am using my reshade plugin, but of course that's an external plugin, it's not a mod, and it kind of layers over the top of the image to give me this beautiful super fine rendering of the world. And I don't know, we'll see. I am Mr. Keyboard Truck Driver, so I am using the keyboard. So we'll see how it goes over a 3-hour session. We'll see if the PC starts choking, hopefully with it streaming and not recording a video. It shouldn't stroke, because it squirts it up the internet and that's it, it's gone. It's not having to record it anywhere. The other thing that I wanted to say is I am using GMC's 32GB launch string, but I did trawl the whole of Steam to find out all the different Steam commands that's available for games in general, and one very interesting one that I came across is a string command, which I'm using here, which forces any game to use all cores and all threads on your CPU. Now I assume that SCS have already changed the game engine to accommodate all cores or threads, because I know it used to run on a single core, and if you didn't have a super strong processor, that was your Achilles heel as such. I've got a 6-core 12-thread processor, which should be more than good enough to render this and stream it. So I've entered, I've done an addition to the game string that I use and added use all cores, all threads as a Steam force command, if you like. So the only worry that I had was that using all cores, all threads, it's going to interfere with OBS and not leave enough resources for OBS to stream it. But I guess we'll find out, won't we? So this is Iowa. Just bear with me a second just while I check the chat. Hope Logan decided to try Linux Mint, and if I have any issues then restore Windows. Yeah, I'm about done with that, to be honest, Michael. I've tried so hard to stay on Linux, but you know, I mean, I don't know. I mean, everything's just running so beautifully on the Windows. Is it even worth bothering? I don't know is the answer. I mean, if I could stay on Windows and this American truck profile for 1 year, I think the internet would collapse in disbelief. That's what I'd love to do. Just stay on it for 1 year. You know, stay on it for a week, then be on it for a month, be on it for 6 months, be on it for a year, and just go forward from there, really, and see how we get on. But as I say, the other problem that I have with all these map DLCs is, to me personally, and I'm not speaking or trying to speak for anybody else, it's the same old, isn't it? I mean, just 2 seconds, I'll be right back. Sorry about that, and we're back. Now the thing is, right, can somebody in the chat confirm? Shut up, oh, shut up! Oh, fucking dog, shut it! Well, apparently there was a bad update on CachyOS. We did get a bunch of updates a few days ago. Well, that doesn't surprise me, Michael. I had a load of updates come down, but I'm just kind of over it all now. You know, I mean, I don't know how many or how much real Earth life I've got left, so does anybody even give a shit whether you're on Linux or Windows? I'm guessing the answer is no. So just enjoy your games. I just redid my PC yesterday. I dedicated 4TB SSD for Windows for master's degree and Linux Mint 21.1 for personal use on its own 4TB SSD. Good for you, Logan. I've got to be honest, I wholeheartedly 100% endorse Linux Mint. Can somebody in the chat just let me know if the stream's alright? Because on my web browser it's terrible, but I'm assuming that's because all the resources are being used up for both American Truck and OBS. But if you could all tell me if the stream is okay and smooth on your screens. On my screen it's beautiful. On my web browser it's terrible. But as I say, I'm assuming that's because all my resources are used up. And I don't want to sit here and do a 2, 3, 4 hour trucking live stream to get the profile up and running. And it's unwatchable, just saying. It's okay, Ebeez. Thank you, Robbie. Much obliged. So it's my PC then. Didn't want to do that. It's my PC, and that's fine. Because I am playing the game, I am streaming it, so that's fine. So yeah, so that's the place that I'm at now. And the thing is, I've got all my games set up so beautifully on the Windows, and I can set them up really quick on Linux.
Right, and then exit right.
But here's the thing, do I even want to bother anymore? Don't get me wrong, I love Linux, right. I think it's fantastic. And very interestingly, Microsoft have promised in the next release of Windows 11, which is, I believe, 25H2, that it's going to be super fast. Well, I don't have any complaints at the minute on 24H2, but if they're going to make it even better on 25H2, then great. I mean, that all looks so super smooth on my PC. There's no micro stutters, no lockups, nothing. So I've really got no cause for moaning. My only gripe with the whole American Truck Simulator game, and I have let Euro Truck Simulator go, I can't financially afford to do both games. So I've decided to put my heart and soul into American Truck, because I think American Truck will have a lot more longevity than Euro Truck. What do I mean by that? I think it's going to take them a lot longer to flush the whole of the United States out with map DLCs than what it is to flush out Europe on Euro Truck. Just a thought. And I kind of also like the idea of staying within one country as well. I can't imagine that they're going to go to Canada and Mexico.
Right,
I could be wrong.
Then turn right.
But I think, you know, with barely under half the USA done, I think there's a lot more longevity to be had, and I make no bones about it, even though I'm a proud Englishman. I just think American Truck is so way better than Euro Truck. Now, I know it's not as popular. I know there's a lot more people playing Euro Truck than American Truck, I get it. But I still think American Truck is the better game. And for me personally, it's far more exciting to go and discover the US than it is to discover Germany. I get totally that the reverse is absolutely true. If you're American, you probably prefer Euro Truck actually, because the idea of going to Paris and Munich and Frankfurt and everywhere else is probably more appealing to you than going to Boise. I get it. But for me, being an Englishman, the reverse is true. And I also love the diversity in American Truck, which I don't think SCS have even scratched yet. Whereas in Euro Truck, a cab over is a cab over, is it not? what diversity? It doesn't matter whether you sit in a Scania, Renault, Iveco. It's just a bloody cab over at the end of the day. At least American truck, there's such a diversity of rigs and cargoes, and I think the cargo and the maps in American truck are so much more brutal than they are in Euro truck. So personally, I find it much more immersive and much more enjoyable to play American truck, even though it's not the most popular of the two games. I get it. But I do love my American truck, and I still think it's, even in 2025, I still think it's one of the best value for money games, even though if you come in 2025 and pick it up on the Steam sale, it's going to cost you a lot of money to flush the map out. A lot of money. I don't have that issue. I've already spent the money over the years and I've got it all flushed out. So there you go. Hey up back, how you diddly doing? Oh bless you. Okay, well you enjoy. I'm back on the old Americano trucko. I don't know at what stage we get access to the external market. I don't know if we have to be a certain level. Don't know if we have to be level 5. I thought you got access to the external market straight away. Apparently not. I've long since given up doing the events, by the way. This is just a case of I'm just going to enjoy the pants out of the game. And that's what it's about, really. And we get to drive all the different trucks. Albuquerque, New Mexico to Santa Fe. I mean, earning a $1,900 at a time. It's going to take us a long time, isn't it, before we can even dream of owning a truck. And the other thing I'll have to do is we'll have to go to the try out the driving school. That'll be a laugh. Oh wow, are we at an airport? We are. What on earth is that? That's either a C4 Galaxy or an Antonov. As we're in America, I'm guessing it's not an Antonov. It'd be so cool if you could drive your truck up in there. I'm guessing that you can actually. That is very cool. Okay, so let's get the hell out of here. I have no idea where I'm supposed to go. I'm guessing it's straight through these gates here. I'm playing this game almost like it's the first time I've ever played it. Because I've never played it vanilla. Not properly anyway. So it's like a brand new game for me. I can't see a goddamn thing. I have to say, I think it looks, even though I'm on a crappy budget AM4 system, on my screen anyway, it looks very, very good.
Get ready to turn left.
And
Turn
even
left.
though I'm using a keyboard and not a steering wheel, because it's just not possible for me to use a steering wheel with my current situation, even though I do have them. It's just not
Keep
possible.
Right, and then turn right. Turn right.
So I'll be on the keyboard. And the nice thing about being an agency driver is you get to keep all the money and you don't have to worry about servicing the truck, upgrading it, paying for repairs. You just don't have to worry about none of that crap. It's great. And we've got new mail. So the other thing I'm going to try is, you can see the settings that I've got here. Grass density, I'm going to disable it. And vegetation detail we can have on high. Because I've never gotten off on little twigs being rendered. I can't see the point of it. And all these little twigs really do have quite a big impact on the performance of your game as well. So we'll see how we get on.
Keep right, and then turn right.
We'll see if I can
Turn right.
fall in love with it as I did in 20, whenever it was released. Was it 2012? Or was that Euro Truck? Was this 2015? 2015, I fell in love with it when it got released. Fantastic game. And I was really excited. And then of course I've spent the last few years doing mod builds and using this map mod and that map mod, and never really just taking the time to enjoy the game that SCS released. You know, you watch a lot of these streamers and YouTubers, and they're using a John Ruder this and a Biz to that. Well, good luck to them, but I think I'm about done with all the modding thing as well. The last couple of months I've done nothing but mod the shite out of games, and whilst it's really enjoyable and some of the results are breathtaking, to say the least, absolutely breathtaking, it is also nice to play the game how the developers originally intended you to play it. So anyway, as I say, we'll see how we get on. Just bear with me a second. I am on a single screen. External contracts you get when you own a truck and game is connected to World of Trucks. Well, the game, thank you Michael, the game is definitely connected to World of Trucks. So until we own our own truck we won't get access to external contracts. That's fine. I might go for a used Freightliner for our first truck, because they are quite modern, aren't they? I don't know how popular they are in reality in the States, but just a basic freight shaker, I'm guessing. And we'll see how we get on. I can't remember what truck I chose at the beginning. It might have been the next gen T680 actually.
Keep left.
But you know, oh really? I need to adjust the mirrors as well, which I should have done before we started the job. But as is Ebeez, of course, it is me. So we've discovered 0.2% of the map, and I think if you've got all the SCS map DLC, you've got a pretty massive map. The one thing that you've got with all the SCS map DLCs that you haven't got with all the third-party map modders is consistency. Hang on a sec. So I think that's a big plus. It's not a big plus, I guess, when you're having to shell all the money out in one go. But like, if you're like me, you've done it over time, then you already have access to those resources. it really is a shame not to use them and utilise them. So we'll see how we get on, and I want to do longer than an hour streams. I'd like to do 2, 3, 4 hour streams, and I'm guessing American Truck is a really good vehicle to do that with. So we'll just see how we get on. We'll see how we get on. Hopefully you guys and girls will enjoy it. What am I trying to do with the channel? Provide variety, but also consistency. So, you know, I love my Warframe, I love my Morrowind, I love my American Truck. I still want to make Morrowind the regular evening stream, and then have a different morning stream. So, you know, my Mirko Abley and my tank split, so there'll be lots of variety for you all, but with the consistency at night. Or let me throw it over to you guys and girls that are regulars. Would you prefer to see an American Truck Simulator stream at night, and then everything else as and when in the day when we can do it, with the priority being on American Truck? I mean, what do you lot prefer? Or do you not give a shit, quite frankly? Hey up, Ali, lovely to see you. Please don't push yourself too hard, you may undo progress. Yeah, that's a very good shout, but at the minute, Logan, I've got the time to really enjoy my streaming, and it's, to be honest, streaming isn't hard. The downside of streaming is that you've got to temper it with plenty of exercise, which I never used to do, which is probably why I ended up in a load of trouble. But, you know, if we temper that with plenty of exercise, then we should be fine. This rig is about out of juice. Oh my lord. I don't know how much juice we got left. But yeah, just let me know if you would. Because I would like to produce the kind of content you guys and girls would like to see and enjoy watching. And it's obvious you're going to get a load of my gob thrown in with it, so
and then exit right.
That's going to potentially ruin the stream anyway.
Exit right.
But I can't do anything about that. It wouldn't be my stream if my gob wasn't going.
Keep left, and then turn left.
And I am very, very happy with this setup that we've got now. And I've got, you know, a bajillion games installed that I'm never going to have real Earth time to stream. So, you know, I don't want to do one episode of this, one episode of that. So, the games that I like to play very much are my World of Warships, the Russian one, Morrowind, the trucking. I do also love my SWOTA, and I love my Warframe. So those are the games that I'd like to stream for you, but I would like to have a regular stream in the evenings when I'm not working. And I think that's the stream that wants to be, you know, the chosen game, if you like. And certainly American Truck would provide us with thousands and thousands of streaming hours of enjoyment and pleasure. Well, it would me. If you don't like American Truck, then it's probably like watching wet paint dry. I get it, but I love it. I just love it to bits. And I have tried many, many other simulators. I don't know what it is about American Truck Sim. It just kind of has a bit of magic, a bit of fairy dust in there for me.
Keep left, and then turn left.
And of course we can't afford to have any accidents or any entanglements with the law, with the law. I'm an officer of the law. So again, if you've come here hoping to see ridiculous, wacky driving. Well, then mildly disappointed you'll be. Oh, that's good to hear, Ali. Good to hear. I may well do that and sort of turn it on its head and just focus on doing one daily American truck live stream, and then if I've got time, stream something else. But this is definitely an old man's game, and guess what? I'm an old man. So, and of course having zero mods, you never ever have to worry about
turn right and then turn right.
Updates or upgrades, because they just work. Yeah, sure, we're not like Goggles, we don't have a bajillion trucks and a bajillion load of cargoes and a bajillion engine sounds. This is very true.
Please make a U-turn when possible.
Oh, I thought it wanted me to go in there. Oh, it did, you chab. Quite like this little freight shaker, you know, as a modern truck. I don't like the deflectors on the top. I think they look horrible, but I get why they're there. So that's where I was supposed to go. And we can also have a go at driving properly rather than going along at 300 miles an hour and getting it all so terribly wrong.
You have arrived at your destination.
Why, thank you, young lady.
Is now finished.
I thank you, Shun. Danke, danke, bit of minor diamond. So we'll just have to see. Maybe I need a period of just playing my beloved American truck, and it is my beloved as well. I do love it very much. And yes, I've got gripes with SCS, but there ain't a lot. And I still think SCS is one of the standout software development companies on the planet. When you think what else is out there and the complaints other players have about other games, you don't hear that many complaints about American or Euro truck. Yeah, the old one, but not that many. Okay, so I think that was job 2, wasn't it? I'm trying to do hard saves just in case. Okay, let me just check the chat. Been doing much mutt walking. She's always mutt walking, Ali. And when she's not mutt walking, she's talking to a mutt. Just saying. But anyway, we'll see how we get on. Hopefully you guys and girls all love it and enjoy it. Actually, before we take another job, we ought to see what notifications we got. Need more money, we can help. Trucks for sale. Brand new Kenworth trucks for sale. Okay. Well, we can see what used trucks are for sale. So we need 100 grand. That's an international LT day cab. One thing I don't like about this is it doesn't give you the opportunity to look around the truck. So that one's done 43,000 miles. Wow. And for under 100 grand we can have a T680 day cab, but it doesn't say next gen, does it? Lots of Ovlovs, and then we get into some more internationals, but these are well over 100 grand, still with 40 and 50,000 mile on the clock. But again, it doesn't, whilst I love this idea, it really doesn't provide you with enough information. I mean, all you can do is click on the truck and then purchase. There's nowhere. Oh, I beg your pardon, truck details. So that's a Freight Shaker Cascadia, so it does tell you. Ignore me, I'm just a chump. So let's go, no, we want to go back here, don't we? So truck details, International LT 6x2 400 brake engine, Eaton Advantage, 43,000 miles, maintenance plus 7%. It seems pretty nice. Now let's compare that to this, which is a T680. It doesn't say it's next gen, and it's only a 360 brake, yeah, 350 brake. So it would appear that this International LT is really good value for money at $97,000. We have the Western Star, 6x2 370, 6x2 400 brake. What's that? 6x2 370 brake. Interesting. So, do we carry on driving, or do we tack alone and buy the International? What's 100 grand gonna cost us? 1,800 a day. We can do that, because it will unlock the online contracts, which I would like, because the online contracts are really good when it comes to allowing you time, and because you get real hours to do the job rather than. So I'm going to go ahead, and we're based in Albuquerque in New Mexico, a la Martin Penwold. Okay, so we've just bought our first truck. We've now got to pay 1,800 a day in loans. Here's our beautiful truck, but it does mean that we can carry our own loads. And the other thing it means we can do is we can learn to master it, and in its base form there's no big rush to upgrade it, and of course it opens the whole game up for us. Okay, so let's just start her up. Yeah, that's good. Let's F4 it, and we'll get the lights set up first. We want that on maximum brightness for the lights. Not that it makes any bloody difference, because it doesn't. In terms of adjustments, well, I guess we could come up a bit just so that we can see a bit more of the steering wheel. I'm guessing we need to tilt that down a bit, actually. That's as far down as we can go. If we go on the tilt, there we go, at least we can see the display properly, even though we can't see the steering wheel doobry. So here's our beautiful truck. So Ebeez has moved to the US and become a truck driver, and we don't need to sleep, but we do need to sleep because it's 5:57. So here's our beautiful truck. So let's take our first ever sleeps. I guess it's going to dump us early in the morning. It is. Okay, so let's save that away, and we'll call it what it is, which is our first truck. Okay, so we've started our own business. It's down to us, jobs, and now we get external contracts, which is what I really wanted. So thank you, Michael. You were spot on, my friend. So let's start earning some dollar. Oh my God. The prices really are shite, isn't they? Albuquerque and that earns us $2 grand. And that's going to take us 55 minutes. Well, we want a bit more than $2 grand. We're not going to get much more. Albuquerque to Santa Fe. That's just going to earn us $2 grand. So doing that job on its own, there's 15 real hours and 19 minutes left. So doing that job is going to pay our loan today. Let me just check the chat. Yes, Ali, it's my job. I do it every day and I'm knackered. Oh, don't fall for that, Ali. She's not knackered at all. She's a little fitty. Okay, so we've got to go and find and hunt this bloody job down, and we've got to avoid breaking the law, and we've got to avoid accidents as well. We're down here in Albuquerque in New Mexico, up on I-40. And we'll see how we get on. So we've got 6 minutes to actually destination to go and pick this little load up. And again, I can't see a darn thing. With it being a modern truck, it should be pretty quiet inside. I don't know what...
Get ready to turn left.
I don't know how good the internationals are in real life.
Turn left.
I really would have liked a freight shaker, but they were just out of our price range, really, even used. Starting at around $139,000. We've paid under $100,000 for this truck, so I think we've given ourselves the best chance
to turn right.
To make our business successful, and we'll see how we get on.
Turn right.
She's a little hot in, a little fitty, Ali. So, you know, don't be sucked in by the whole I'm knackered malarkey. For her age, she's really, really super fit. And she walks miles and miles every day, don't worry about that. And the other thing is she's very, very good at her job, and it's her own business, so hats off to her. I'm afraid that's not something that I can attest to. Although I do have my own business in a box now, which is a truck driver in America. But of course it's not in real life. So here we are at Global Mills. I'm assuming we've got a check-in here.
We are finished.
We've not even started yet, love, about we're finished. Let's get our four-ways on, because we're on site. And we've got to go and find our load and pick it the hell up. I'm assuming we've got to go through these barriers as well. That's a dead end down there, so... Hey up, Spedgewold. God, you must be bored being a security guard. Oh my God. The only thing worse than that is being a traffic officer in the UK. And the only thing worse than that is being a Jobsworth traffic enforcement person in the UK. And if you are in traffic enforcement, well, I guess it sucks to be you. I'll go and buy again. Yeah, it's right tucked away in the bloody corner, isn't it? So far, I've got no complaints, only the sound. I think the sound is atrocious and does not do the game justice at all. But I'm going to refrain from putting any mods in or altering anything. And therefore, if the game fucks up, well, that's down to SCS. It's not down to me doing shit that I shouldn't be doing. Okay, let's hook this little baby up. Let's just check the chat. Be right back dinner time. Yeah, no worries. Prince of Darkness has died weeks after his final gig. Oh, that's a shame. Like I'd know who the Prince of Darkness is. Wouldn't have a Scooby Danny LaRue. Okay, so we've got a load on to Santa Fe, which is £38,000 of dry fruits. We've got 15 real hours to do it in, and it will net us £2,000 in the end. We currently have $9,000 in the bank, so we do have a nice little buffer for fuel and for loan payments. Until we've done quite a few jobs, what we don't have is service money. Just saying. So we are going to have to drive properly and be a bit bloody careful and not bang the thing about. I don't know what sort of display. That's quite a nice display, isn't it? Well, hopefully this series will gain in popularity, and I hope you guys and girls enjoy it. I'm going to love it to bits. Now for the next 3 weeks there will be no live stream on a Friday night and a Saturday night. But other than that, Sunday through Thursday nights there should be plenty of live streaming activity on good old Ebeez YouTube. Oh my god. I don't want to damage the load because we'll get penalised for that. Fortunately, we've got no damage. We can knock them off now and get on our merry way. Thought he was going to T-bone me. And we can't afford to have a single infraction because we've only got $9,000 in the bank.
Get ready to turn left.
And we've got a loan payment to come out every day.
Turn left.
So I'm guessing it's going to result in us having to do some long hours and hard trucking. With not much sleeping, I'm guessing. The bare minimum of sleeps. Now the beauty of online contracts, apart from the fact that it all gets
ready to turn right.
Recorded, is we get real hours to do the job, which is great. So
turn right.
If we do need to sleep, it's nothing more but a minor inconvenience. It's not like doing normal freight market jobs where you need to sleep for 9 hours, but you just don't have the time. Right, I don't know where the hell I'm going here. I'm assuming straight up. We don't want to turn left, do we? No, we don't. We don't indeed, Ebeez. And I find myself getting disorientated a lot more often than what I ever used to in American Truck, that's for sure.
Turn left.
And that's since I had my stroke. I get very disorientated, and I've got no idea where I am or where I'm going. You're going to let us go, thank you very much. I think we can nip out there.
Keep left and then turn left.
Yes, Mom.
Turn left.
So we'll see how we get on. That's a nice rig, dude, just saying. I don't know what that alarm is that's going off unless there's something close to us or right up our arse. One of the two. And this should see us safely on the freeway. And we've got 1 hour exactly to destination, which is nice. So we're very much in New Mexico. We are so not an interstate trucking company at the minute. But hopefully that will change. And we also want to drive frugally because guess what? Fuel matters. So we're going to have a cruising speed of 50. And I'm going to try my best to stick to that. That gives us 4.2 miles to the gallon.
Keep left.
Which is awesome. And we'll see how we get on with this wicked little title, shall we? I'm guessing it's going to be pretty goddamn good. It is early morning, not early evening, so the sun is coming up, not going down. It's 5:14 AM. So I'm guessing we're going to have long working days and nights for that matter. And we need to have a perfect unblemished record. So the heat is on. For us to deliver and to take care of both the truck and the loads. I'm guessing we should do the advanced parking if we want the quickest progression, but again I'm not worried about that. Safe parking should be fine for now. Until we've got plenty of money in the bank.
And then exit right.
And of course freeway driving should be
exit right.
Okay. It's the back road driving that I'm guessing we're going to have the issues with.
Keep left and then turn left.
Yes, Mom. Oh my word, I've got a new subby. Let me just have a look. Well, looks like I've missed it. Well, if we had a new subscriber, my sincere thanks. I'm guessing it's... I don't know whether it was a subscriber or whether it was a chat. Hey Cody, lovely to see you. It's probably Cody actually. But anyway. Who'd have thought this, eh? Ebeez playing American Truck Simulator properly. There's SCS designed it to be played. You'd have thought that, eh? With 0 mods installed. Ebeez the modder. 0 mods. Goers. And we're live in Iowa for the Iowa DLC, but of course we'll be going all over. 45 mph speed limit down here, so we'll stick it at 35 just in case
Keep
it decides
right,
to change.
and then turn right.
Is that warning us as traffic lights ahead? Yeah.
Turn right.
We've got to try and do this without hitting the load all of the vehicles, which is never easy. 45 mph speed limit, so we'll always give ourselves a 10 mph margin of error ish, because we're not in a massive rush, and as I say, we are a keyboard trucker, so we've got to be extra careful. But one of the things it does allow us to do is enjoy the pants out of the game, as it was supposed to be played. I can never tell at distance if these lights are red or green or amber or what they are. As I say, I do struggle since I had my laugh at me joke. That's slang speak for stroke, by the way. Can also be used for smoke. I'll have a lot in a joke, love. Not done many external views, but again, I can't speak for you guys and girls until I've watched it back once it's been processed, but on my screen it really does look pretty darn good. And I think it's the first time in years I've tried to play the game properly, which when you're on a keyboard isn't really that easy actually. It would be so much easier with a steering wheel and pedals, I guess, but I'm just firmly rooted on the keyboard. Soon we're off here to the right, down here somewhere. Railroad crossing.
Go straight on.
Ooh, buddy, that were tight. Cripes. That's a nice Jeep at the side of us, just saying. And it's approaching 6:30 AM in the morning and it's getting busy. I'm guessing it's a little too early for the school rush, but certainly for the work traffic should start and build up a bit more. But I have to say, very impressed with it so far. I think my reshade preset really helps, and of course, oh my lord, oh my lord, I want to clear these rail tracks. I don't want to go and get T-boned by a train out of nowhere. Yeah, looks like we're giving it up at Ebeez.
Keep right, and then turn right.
I don't know if I'm meant to go in there, if there's an entrance down here. And I'm guessing this is the same for real life truck drivers.
We are here.
Unless you've been to a location regularly. You're not sure. Well, we're giving up quite a lot of XP. 90 XP per park as opposed to 15. But do you know what? So what? I'll suffer it. We really don't want to go and skip parking at all. We want to make the delivery and get our paltry 15 XP bonus for said perfect delivery. Well, it's not perfect, but it'll do. I have to say, I do love the look of this little international LT. Not bad for a first truck. So that's our third in-game job done, but that was our first online contract. So we'll save this away. Third the jobbing. And the idea is we should be able to go from location to location with the odd sleeps in between and just rack the dollar up. So we're now up to $12,000 in the bank, which is great because that. Hey up Vince, nice job, thank you very much indeed, lovely to see you. So that covers us for our next loan payment. As I say, when you're trying to play this game with a keyboard, it takes you so long to get the setup just right for you, because we're all different and we all like different settings, etc. You can find a full list of the settings that I've got installed in the game, even though it is a vanilla game with no mods, which is a first for me. I have never ever played this game without at least a minimum of a dozen mods, sometimes 200-300 mods. But being on a budget AMD 4 platform, well, and a budget entry-level RTX 3050. See what external jobs we've got out of here. Quite a few actually, I'm guessing. Yeah, we've got quite a few. So it looks like we're going to get plenty of choice. So I'll have a good long hard think about it, but I think I'm going to switch it and make this the regular evening live stream. Probably 5 days a week. Monday to Thursday and then Sunday. Fridays and Saturdays are out, unfortunately. And then all my other games that I love to play and stream, we'll try and do a morning stream on those where possible. And I think we'll make American Truck our primary series, with all the other ones a bonus, if you like. So there you go, everybody. I'm going to end the live stream here. I'll try and aim for 2 to 4 hour live streams in future. I think this one's been just over 2 hours. So thank you very much for your support. Much love to each and every one of you. Have a wonderful evening. Enjoy your gaming or your Linux or whatever it is you're doing. And I'll see you all in the next one. Maybe it's about an hour and 15 minutes we've been streaming. But thank you very much. Much love and take care. And I'll see you all soon. Cheers, everybody. Ozzy Osbourne. Ah, right. Okay.